Welcome back to the physics class. Today we are going to discuss about second part of the chapter 1 matter. Today in this class I would like to explain mainly 2 points. First one is adhesion and cohesion. The second one is the kinetic theory of matter and the change of state. Already we have discussed the previous years this one, but we will discuss once again. First point we are going to discuss about adhesion and cohesion. So already we have discussed about what is intermolecular force previous class. The force of attraction between the molecules or particles of matter is called intermolecular force. Here there will be the force of attraction between same particles or the same materials, and there will be surely attraction between different materials. For example, if I take this duster, 2 things you just imagine. I am going to take a small part of mercury, a small drop of mercury I am going to take, and that small drop is going to be put on the duster. This is made up of wood, and I am going to just make it one side upside. At the end, what will happen? You will find that this mercury will be rolling and coming down. And if I observe the surface of this wood, I can see that there is no wetness on the surface. Okay? So from here it is clear that there was no force of attraction between mercury molecule and wooden molecule. So there was only attraction of same particles. Only mercury and mercury attractions was there. So adhesion means the force of attraction between molecules of same kind or within a substance is called adhesion. The force of attraction between the molecules of same kind is called adhesion. That's why we are saying that mercury, we can find it, that is the purest form. Why it's purest form? Because any other materials are falling there inside the mercury, that will not be attracted to the mercury molecules, or the mercury molecules are not going to attract any other kind of molecules. It will be attracting only same kind of molecule, and that is called adhesion. Now what will be cohesion? The force of attraction between different types of materials. For example, instead of mercury, I am taking one drop of water and I am pouring that one drop of water on the wooden duster, and I am making one side upside. At that time I can see that the water is flowing from upside to downside. At that time I can see that these surfaces are wet. If the surfaces are wet, I can say that there was an attraction between water molecule and wooden molecule. So it's clear that cohesion means the force of attraction between two different kinds of materials is called cohesion. Okay, so adhesion means same particles or same materials are going to be attracted. Cohesion means different particles are going to be attracted. Okay, then now the second point of today we are going to discuss is the kinetic theory of matter and the change of state. The kinetic theory of matter and the change of state. What is change of state? I hope that you have learned last year or previous years. Change of state means changing from one physical state, that is solid, liquid, gas, to that any other physical state, solid, liquid, gas, by absorbing or releasing heat energy is called change of states. What is change of state? Change of state is the change of one physical state into another physical state by absorbing or releasing heat energy. So physical state means can be solid, liquid or gas. Now we have already discussed in the previous class what is kinetic theory. The points we have discussed. We have said that all the materials in the world are made of matter, and this matter is arranged in some particular ways so that the particles can have some space, can have bigger space, and can have force of attraction. And when we are heating, this force or the energy can be increased. So the word kinetic means it's related to motion. It's related to motion. So we are going to discuss about the kinetic theory of matter, and by discussing that one, you can understand what is change of state. So first, we are going to discuss about the general points. This is actually solid arrangement. You know that all the particles of the matter are closely packed, tightly packed, so that they cannot change their position, but they can, by sitting in that particular position, they will be having a small vibration. And this middle one is actually liquid. We know that compared with the solid, it is having little more space. When the space is increasing, what will happen? Force will be decreasing there. Inversely proportional. And the last is this section is showing that gaseous state. That means a larger space is there, so the force will be negligible. Okay, this much is clear. Now, I am going to heat this one. Okay, I am going to heat this one. Already in the previous class in the kinetic theory, we have seen that when the heat is absorbed by a material, what will happen? That material is going to get more kinetic energy. That material is going to get more kinetic energy. Suppose if I am giving some heat energy here, I am going to supply some heat energy here. For example, I have taken this one is we are considering the water. This will be ice. This will be water. Then this will be vapor form. That means solid, liquid, and gas. When I am giving heat energy here, what will happen? Actually, ice is solid form, solid state. So these particles cannot be moving from their position, but they are vibrating. When I give energy, what will happen? This vibration will be more. If it needs to vibrate more, what will happen? It needs more space. So this every particle is going to push the other particle into more away. At that time, what will happen? When these particles are moving away, this space will be increasing. The space is going to be increased. When the space is increasing, the force will be decreasing. Space increase, at that time force will be decreasing. And when the force decreasing, it will be increasing and increasing, and on absorbing heat energy, it will break the forces, and this molecule will start. Earlier it was not able to change their position, it will start changing their position. It will start changing their position. And then what will happen? Ice is going to melt and it will become water. Ice is going to melt and it will become water. So it's clear. The change of state is change from one physical state, that is solid or ice, to the another physical state, that is water or liquid, by absorbing heat energy. By absorbing heat energy. So how we can define this one? The process of conversion of solid into its liquid form. The process of conversion of solid into its liquid form by at a particular temperature. At a particular temperature is called melting or fusion. Is called melting or fusion. Okay, the process of conversion of solid into its liquid state at a particular temperature is called melting or fusion. The first point in kinetic theory of matter. First one is melting or fusion. What is melting or fusion? That's a process. The process by which the solid state is going to change into same liquid state at a particular temperature. We have already taken as water, so this will be the freezing point, melting point will be at 0 degree. Below 0 degree it will start the ice, and if you are heating more than 0 degree, it will start melting. That means ice too is going to be melted. Now, next one, we are going to discuss about freezing. We are going to discuss about freezing. So, freezing means this reverse process. I have taken some water. We are having this in the summer season, and we used to make ice in plastic bottles. So we will fill water and we will put it in the freezer. And what will happen? When freezer means the temperature will be below 0. So already it is in liquid stage. then it is going to be changed into solid state by releasing heat energy. Here ice was melting by absorbing heat energy. Here heat is going to be released and the liquid state is going to be changed into solid state at a particular temperature. You have to keep it in mind that upward material is having a particular temperature for melting and freezing, and this both will be same. Here also the water will be changing in the 0 degrees Celsius. Right now up to 1 degree it will be remaining as liquid state, and below 1 degree when it is tends to 0, suddenly it is going to be changed into the next state, that is liquid state or ice. Then both these are having melting point is there, freezing point is there. What is melting point? The point at which, that means the temperature at which the liquid is changing into the solid is changing into liquid is called the melting point, and the liquid is changing into solid state is called the freezing point. Now next one is boiling or vaporization. Again, we have already converted all the solid state or ice into water into liquid state, and again if we are heating, here what will happen? The water will start boiling. Water will be boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, already we know. So, change of state, change from one physical state that is liquid into another physical state that is vapor by absorbing heat energy. By absorbing heat energy, it is going to be changed into next stage. So, it will become water vapor or it will become gaseous state. So, this process is called boiling. The process by which solid or liquid states is going to be changed into, say, gaseous state, same material, gaseous state at a particular temperature is called boiling, and the temperature at which, the point at which this process happens is called boiling point or vaporization point, and that is called 100 degrees Celsius for water. So, melting is changing solid into liquid, then freezing is liquid into solid, boiling is liquid into gaseous state. Then what will be the reverse process? When we are collecting some vapor and if we are cooling it down, that means if we boil some water or something with the lid, if you are closing that one, and then what will happen? You can see that after some time if you take the lid, suddenly some amount of water will be falling down. And this was, evaporation was there or the vaporization was there, and these vapors were collected under the lid, and when it is cooled, what happened? The vapor again changed into liquid state. So gaseous state is changing into liquid state by releasing heat energy, not absorbing, releasing heat energy. So when the gas state is cooled, change from one physical state gas to change of another physical state liquid by releasing heat energy is called condensation. That is called condensation. That is called condensation. The point is condensation. So the temperature at which, or the point at which the water is changing into, or the vapor is changing into water or liquid form, gas is changing into liquid form, that is called the condensation point. That is called the condensation point. It's clear now? That is called the condensation point. Now, how we can about evaporation? So we have discussed about melting, freezing, boiling and condensation. Then one more thing is that sublimation. Sublimation is what the process by which substance directly changes from solid into solid. The solid into gas is called sublimation. That is called camphor. That is called sublimation. Camphor is if you burn that one, it will not become, or that solid in form. If it is burning, it will not become liquid state. Directly it is going to be gaseous state. That is called the sublimation. So, whatever things we have discussed the melting or fusion, freezing. Melting means what? Change of solid into liquid. Then freezing is say liquid into solid. Here, next one is boiling, liquid into vapor, condensation, vapor into liquid. Then sublimation. What is sublimation? Change of solid into directly to gas without changing into liquid state. That is called sublimation. One more point today we are going to discuss, that is evaporation. Now we can about evaporation. What is evaporation? What was boiling point or the vaporization point? The point at which water is going to, we have taken an example as water is changing into vapor. Okay, so water will be changing into vapor above the boiling point. But evaporation means that sometimes this water can be, or the liquid can be changed into vapor form below its boiling point. The process by which the liquid is changing into gaseous form, gaseous state below its boiling point is called evaporation. Below its boiling point is called evaporation. Can you say some example? For example, suppose in the water or the vaporization form, suppose if I am considering this one as a container, the number of molecules are there. That means suppose if I am taking one container, inside the container some amount of water, that means molecules will be there. These molecules will be changing from one or changing their position. Evaporation means everywhere these molecules do not have same energy. Sometimes the upper level, this upper level can have more energy. At that time what will happen? When it will absorb heat from the surrounding. It will absorb the heat from the surrounding, and this upper layer molecules will get more energy from the surrounding heat energy, and it will go outside in the form of gas below its boiling point, and this is called the evaporation. What will be the example? We used to wash our clothes now, and sometimes we will be putting that one will be inside the room itself, and we are not going to give any amount of heat energy to separate heat energy for drying clothes. Is it no? But room temperature is not 100 degrees Celsius. But then also our clothes are getting dried. That is because of evaporation. Evaporation is the process by which liquid is changing into vapor below its boiling point. So these are the main points of our today's section. We have seen adhesion and cohesion. Adhesion is the force of attraction between same kind of molecules. Cohesion is the attraction between different kinds of molecules. Then we have seen the kinetic theory of matter and the change of state. Change of state means change from one physical state into another physical state by absorbing or releasing heat energy. Then there we have seen melting or fusion and melting point. Melting is change of solid into liquid at a particular temperature, and that particular temperature by which the point by to which it is, that is called a melting point. Freezing liquid into solid, then boiling liquid state into gaseous state, and condensation gaseous state into liquid state. Sublimation, solid when it is heated directly going to gaseous form without changing into liquid, and evaporation, the process of changing of liquid into vapor state below its boiling point. That's very important when you are writing the definition. It should be there below its boiling point. So you might go through the chapters. You can read your textbook portions 2-3 times, and the exercise and question answers which is related to these two topics you can write